I'm Michael Diamond. This is Muscle Central. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. All right, I'm starting to wonder whether Big Ramy will be changing coaches yet again. Now, it's not unusual for competitors to change coaches, but I think Ramy might hold the record. It was in 2013, 2014. For his New York Pro wins, there was Dennis James. After that, one of the trainers from the Oxygen Gym in Kuwait took over. I'm almost certain for a brief period of time, George Farrow was in there. Then we had Chris Aceto, and after Chris Aceto, we had Chad Nichols. And along with Chad Nichols, pre-Olympia, Ramy was coming in and staying with Dennis James and training with Dennis James. There's been a lot of changes. What makes me think that there might be another change? Well, I was watching the Heavy Muscle Radio, and Dave Plumber, Chris Aceto, they're talking. It was towards the end of the show, and Dave asked Chris, if Ramy approached you and wanted to work with you again, would you work with him again? And Chris said, yes, he would. Besides the fact that they were a coach-client at one time, Ramy and Chris maintained a good, remained in contact all along. They developed a relationship beyond coach-client. I've been watching the RX Muscle channel, watching the Heavy Muscle for quite a while. And after a while, when you watch people, you see them long enough on a regular basis, you get to know some of their ways. When Dave asked Chris, would you work with Ramy again if he asked you? I got the impression that Dave knows something that we don't. And you know what? Chris and Dave are very close. So I'm sure that Chris tells Dave things regularly that most of us don't hear. It's private stuff between the two of them. Like I said, the way Dave asked the question, I got the feeling that he knows that there has been a change and that Chris is actually working with Ramy again. I think if Dave would have asked the question a little differently and asked him, are you working with Ramy again? And this is my opinion, what I think, if Chris was honest, he would have to answer yes. I got a good feeling that Big Ramy, and Chris Aceto are back together as a team. Why they're waiting to make it public knowledge, I had a couple of ideas, but I'm also thinking now, if Chris is working with Ramy again, has Ramy to come into the country and ahead of time and work with Chris Psycho Lewis? After all, Chris Aceto and Chris Psycho Lewis teamed up on a number of occasions. It was that team that brought Sean Roden the Olympia title. The two of them working with Andrew Jack and it seems like they have a good relationship. They work together well. So it makes me wonder whether not only is Chris Aceto taking over the prep aspect, diet, nutrition, and whatnot, if Chris Aceto is going to oversee Ramy's training. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. I'm sure if that's the case, we're going to hear very soon. And that's going to be about it. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.